So you have fresh horseradish root that you either harvested from your garden or you bought some at the store, or maybe you used some for a recipe and you still have some left over, but you don't want to just throw it all away. Well, either way, you now need a method for preserving your horseradish. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different ways of storing your horseradish so that you have it ready when you need to use it and it lasts you all year long. Welcome to True Freedom Permaculture, where I show you all the tips and tricks you need to have a green thumb, even if you weren't born with one. Let's head to my kitchen. The first way of preserving these beauties is by keeping the entire root intact. Now I have washed these. It does take quite a bit of washing, especially because I have pretty clay soil, so it tends to stick. And I've cut off most of the tiny little side shoots and roots. Obviously I have missed a few, so I'm just pulling those off real quickly, but do clean them of those. And I also cut the tops off. You don't have to peel them, but I did cut the tops off, so I'll put those over there. Now all you need is a plastic freezer bag, even better if you have one of those reusable bags, and a damp paper towel. So all you do is you open your bag. Now these roots will do really well in a root cellar, but if you're like most people, including myself, you probably don't have a root cellar, so this is the next best option. So I opened my freezer bag and I'm just going to take this paper towel. So as I mentioned before, it's just slightly damp. It's not sopping wet, so that's important. And just put it down there in the bottom of your bag, and this will create a nice atmosphere for the root preservation. And now you're just going to put these horseradish roots in the bag, just like that. And just seal this up. And this should last in your fridge for about a month or so. Oh, one other thing that I almost didn't do, but because I'm just so used to doing it, leave some air in the bag. It's actually, you don't want to press all the air out of the bag because you do want some air circulating around the roots. So I'm just in the habit of pressing out the air out of the bags, but it is good to leave a little bit in there. Okay, so the second method I'm going to show you today is freezing it. And so here you have the cleaned and washed horseradish root, and I'm just going to start by using a vegetable peeler and peeling the skins off. Also, I'm not concerned about getting every single piece of, brown part off of the root. I've seen some people where they're really adamant about doing that, and maybe they have a good reason. But for me, if a little bit of skin is on there, I don't mind, because we're just gonna be blending it up anyway, and it leaves some fiber on there and a little bit of nutrition as well. Okay, I put the peeled pieces of horseradish root into my compost pile, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these horseradish roots up into like 1/2 inch to 1 inch pieces. The reason for that is twofold. One is that, sometimes it has these like crevices in here, and it's actually easier to peel once you do cut off once you cut them up into smaller pieces. So you can kind of get at the peel a little bit better like that. But also it makes it easier for it to be ground up in your food processor, which is ultimately where we're going to be putting these pieces. Okay, so now it's time to grate the horseradish root, and you have 2 options here. One is that you can do this by hand, so if you have a box grater, just use the tiny holes here and you can grate it up by hand. Or you can do it with a food processor. Obviously, I think the food processor is much easier, but I know not everyone has one. And with the food processor too, it does cut down on the fumes. So my eyes are already watering a little bit just from peeling and chopping the horseradish. These are pungent and very strong. So if you're sensitive to that, make sure that you have a window open, a fan going, or wearing goggles, all of the above, to cut down on some of the fumes. So let me just add the horseradish root to my food processor here. Okay, let's put the lid on. Now I also have handy some water, and I'm going to just add it to this after I grate it up to get it to be the kind of creamy consistency that I want. So let me go ahead and turn this on here. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. All right, so we have some really beautiful, finely grated. Again, don't stick your face right in here. That would be probably a bad idea. Woo, I can already smell it from here and I'm standing like a foot away. But we have this really beautiful, finely grated horseradish root. Much quicker than if I would have done it by hand, that's for sure. So this, to me, would be good for freezing. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into my freezer bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this food processor for our third method. So I'm going to reserve about a cup or so of this and leave it for the next way of preservation here. So let me just take this off and we'll put it into our freezer bag. Now I have seen some people store this grated horseradish root into like ice cube containers, and that way they have it individually frozen and individual serving sizes and ready to go. I think that's great. For me personally though, I've had good luck with just sort of, I'll show you when I seal up the bag, but keeping the bag kind of lying flat so that way you can just kind of break off whatever you need. Alright, so I kept about a cup in here and I'm gonna set that aside. Put this in the freezer bag. I am going to squeeze the air out of this. Yeah, and so if I just kind of make sure it's not all in one big heap when I put it in the freezer, then I don't think I'll have any problems just taking whatever I need from it. Now they say in the freezer this will last you up to 6 months, but for me, I've used it for up to a year and it's been totally fine. This is the grated horseradish that I set aside earlier, and I'm going to add some white distilled vinegar to it. Why vinegar? The vinegar stops the process of the horseradish breaking down. When it breaks down, the horseradish loses its potency, which is the very reason that we love it. So we want to keep as much potency as possible. You want to add just enough vinegar so that you have a thick paste. I have about the equivalent of an 8 to 10 inch piece of horseradish root here. So for every piece that size, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, which is what I have already done. And I've added half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to taste it later to see if we need to add more, but that's where I start. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, this is looking much more like the kind of consistency that we want. I don't know if you can see that here, but yeah, it's looking creamier. It's looking like more like what you would buy in the jar. So now I'm just gonna give this a taste. If you're brave, maybe you don't want to do this to your little kids. Oh, it's so good. It has that zip like nothing else like horseradish does. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add about another half teaspoon of salt or so. And I think we'll be there. Let me just whiz this up to blend it. Okay, we're all done. Now I just need to put this into my jar. Okay, so I'm going to put my horseradish mixture into a clean glass jar. And this would be so delicious on a sandwich, like one of those French dip sandwiches. It would be so good. Let me just give this jar a quick wipe because that was not the most clean job ever. Okay, so just put a lid on it, and this will keep inside of your fridge for about a month, month and a half. Well, now you'll be able to enjoy the pungent and delicious flavor of horseradish all year long. And what we do in our house is we will use the horseradish first, that stores for the least amount of time, working our way towards the horseradish that stores for the longest amount of time. So first we'll use the grated horseradish in the vinegar, then we'll move on to the intact roots that are stored in our fridge, and for the rest of the year we will pull from our stash of grated horseradish that's in the freezer. It's really great to have on hand. You can make the best Bloody Marys on demand. You have a wonderful accompaniment to roast, or you can just add it to any dish anytime you want a strong kick of something. If it's horseradish season, the leaves might be falling around you. And this year, instead of going to all the work of bagging up these leaves, you might want to watch this video coming up here where I show you why these fallen leaves can be really beneficial for your garden. I will see you over there.